As I begin my meditation practice today on finding peace of mind, I am reminded of a favorite poem of mine, a favorite poet, David Whyte, called Self-Portrait. And the part that really touches me is, if you are prepared to live in the world with its harsh need to change you, is one of the lines. The whole poem goes like this. It doesn't interest me if there is one God or many gods. I want to know if you belong or feel abandoned, if you know despair or can see it in others. I want to know if you're prepared to live in the world with its harsh need to change you, if you can look back with firm eyes saying, this is where I stand. I want to know if you know how to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling towards the center of your longing. I want to know if you are willing to live day by day with the consequences of love and the bitter, unwanted passion of your sure defeat. I have been told, in that fierce embrace, even the gods speak of God. That poem for me has been so rich and so deep over the years. I discovered it back in 1996. And it's touched my heart and touched my life in so many ways, to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling towards the center of your longing. And that belonging to come back home to the self has served me deeply on my spiritual path, this coming back to self and to center. And what's swirling around in my mind is all of the shifts and changes, how to navigate the challenges and how to come back to that centered space, that place on unwavering peace. And this has been a theme throughout the Source Speaks, and I'm particularly interested in getting guidance on how to navigate the old world and to birth the new system simultaneously. Seeing the breakdown of certain systems, things that aren't working in our society for a long, long time, that keep on perpetuating. And we can feel the offness in the field. We can experience in our lives as disconnect or turbulence. And the desire and the passion for new systems to be born that are supportive, that are based in contribution models, that are here to serve every single person and uplift us. That's my truest heart's desire. And I sometimes have this internal struggle with what to do and how to move forward and who to be. All the questions that we all experience. So this Source Speaks transmission is dedicated to receiving the love, guidance, support, and wisdom from higher self, to find peace of mind, to gain peace of mind, to drop into that unwavering well of wisdom. So let's start by deepening the breath and finding our pillar, center column, central nervous system, spine. Always start with the breath, breathing in. New life force energy, like new systems are being born. Breathing out, it's the letting go of the old. It's the releasing the unwanted, the expired, what is no longer serving. And find this even, smooth exchange between the inhalation and exhalation, the filling up and emptying out, the sacred pauses at the ends and edges of both breaths. The top of the head opens at the inhalation, and at the end of the exhalation, the portal at the tailbone expands, making more room and space for the energy to flow through, with the apex at the heart, like an hourglass. These three energy centers and hollow spheres that hold infinite intelligence, these vortexes that are hubs, the interface of the up and down and all around, the infinity weave, the belly and brain come in tune with one another, in training with the heart. Feel the 0 point in the stillness that washes over the being when awareness is tapped into. And the infinity loops move from side to side, left and right in the brain, heart, and womb space, balancing the hemispheres, the yin and yang, masculine and feminine. Let there be symmetry, balance, and harmony in the body, mind, emotions, thoughts, feelings. Slowing it all down now, dropping into a comfortable place where you can experience presence, getting in tune with the body matrix and the field that surrounds you, the bubble of energy, the body of light. Starting every transmission with the three essential keys: pillar, body, family of light. Deepening the root system and rising the antenna simultaneously to the heavens and plugging into the center of the earth to stretch and lengthen and expand the field. Feel yourself plugging in, getting connected, calling to source, higher self, infinite intelligence, your high council, round table, spiritual entourage, all light beings, angels, guides, ascended masters here to serve you in the highest and best way on your divine path of light and love are welcomed, and in all energies that are dissonant in the field, turbulent, disturbing, are removed, cleared, cleansed, canceled, and sent back to their origins. Return to sender. Let this feel good to know that you are part of a huge collection of energies, an entire quantum family of change agents, movers and shakers, frequency holders, wisdom keepers, embodied masters. Plug into the earth grids, the consciousness grid, for the new earth plane, the crystalline, purified, pristine DNA. Plug into that one channel of unity consciousness, one self. Bring it back home to the 0 point of the now. Collapse the timelines. All of the variations in places, spaces, and time, dimensions are harnessed in the power point of source presence. Now moment. Bring it all back. The soul fragments, the parts, the pieces, the unresolved places. Reclaim your energy. Fill yourself up to wholeness, opening to grace and ease. Feel the resonance in the center of your soul and the alignment that comes from presence. Peace, happiness, joy, trust, love are all states of being. When the mind aligns with the heart, womb, soul space, sourcial self, peace is its natural state. Knowing, forgiveness, confidence, certainty. Anything else is just a fragment, a diversion from the wholeness and truth of who you are. Allowing new systems to be born from the desire to improve your world is not only natural, but your birthright, what you're here for, your purpose. Take the time to feel deeply what is aligned and working and what is dissonant in the field. Appreciate the accuracy and the indicators that show you the way. From this place of alignment, the disturbances in the field will no longer affect your joy. They are used for the symbolism and meaning that they hold, the indicators. No longer identifying them will release the habit of feeling stuck or victimized by them. You are so powerful that you can choose bondage over freedom. Be wise and deliberate in your choices and attention. Your most abundant commodity is your attention. Whatever you pay attention to gets bigger, and that is where energy flows. Simple universal laws guiding you down the path of empowerment. You're here as a teacher, as a leader, to inspire, to uplift. Embrace your gifts. Utilize the tools that are given to you. Spread the joy and celebrate this life every step of the way. Too much weight and heaviness, burden is being carried on the backs of man that feel responsible for the systems that are currently in place. That is not the way to birth a new earth. Put down the unnecessary burden. Free yourself from the responsibilities that are falsehoods and take on the capacity of true empowerment. To be an uplifter, you must be uplifting yourself. Value this above all other traits. Your capacity to receive and influence change is so much greater from this place of levity, of alignment. Take good care of yourself, your body, your planet, the world around you. Take good care, being full of care. Let that understanding deepen into your cells in a new way. What you've been doing is halfway, and we want you to do it all the way. Care for yourself, the planet, and others all the way. That feeling of being overwhelmed is a lack of understanding of what true responsibility is. The ability to respond from a heart-centered, aligned, connected place will lead the way in any and all situations where there's confusion. Feeling the impulse to give, to get involved, is your master level source self pulsing through you. Follow those impulses, the upliftment, the joy that comes from being of service and giving. Notice the heaviness, the burden that others are carrying as they attach themselves to monetary systems that are dying and crumbling and bringing them down with them. Notice the health and vitality of those that are aligned and those that are living within the old systems. Follow those that are radiating life force energy, vitality, joy. Follow those that have an uplifted spirit, an open heart, and a clear mind. Be an example and a leader for those that don't have that kind of influence in their lives. That is your true J-O-B. Your joy of being is your livelihood. Everybody knows. Everybody knows within their heart of hearts if what they're doing is truly aligned, right or wrong, good or bad. There's no need to judge. We have this impulse, the signal within us that is constantly pulling us back home to our belonging, leading the way, guiding us with every choice. When it feels off, it is off, and discover what being on, feeling on, being alive is like. The tiny instrumental impulses, nudges, listen deeply. Feel the currents of life pulsing through you with every step. This guidance cannot be replaced with enough research, information, consideration from the mental spheres. The mind is a maze, an endless journey. Of researching, deliberating, contemplating, comparing, judging. It's all useful and helpful. And then come back to the one channel of knowing. A deeper well of wisdom that informs and inspires from a place of wholeness, seeing all perspectives and all outcomes, all impacts simultaneously. This is the quantum field. This wisdom, guidance, information, knowledge is available to every single being on the earth plane when tapped into the stillness and quietude of centeredness. Increasing the brainwave state, the state of being, to a higher octave. The overactive nervous system will have you running around in circles, spinning your wheels. There's nothing wrong with treading water unless you want to get to the other side of the shore. Remember that you float and you're carried on the waves of the currents go downstream, follow the flow. There's so much intelligence in nature, so much wisdom on this planet that is pulsing through all life forms. Listen deeply. Hear their heart song. The sweetness of life, the delicate, beautified nature of being alive, so precious. The sweetness of life is pulsing through all things. Look for it, align with it, inspire it, bring it to life, bring it to the surface, your awareness. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. One of the most important universal laws for you to know and follow. Your currency, your exchange is your attention. There will always be many, many things pulling on your attention. Which ones bring you peace and joy, inspire greatness, uplift your spirit? Although these are all states of being, they can be amplified and contributed to from others, other people, places, and things in the outer world. Stop putting yourself in environments that bring you down, that put you down. There's no need to challenge yourself by swimming upstream all the time. There are many, many, many celebrating life, awaiting your arrival, praising your yes to be in love, in joy with them. Surround yourself with the beauty way, the spirit path. There are many, many, many beings awaiting your yes. To embrace, to accept your power, your gifts. Your joy is the greatest gift you give to yourself and others in the world. Truly free to choose joy, to enjoy every moment, to create a life full of this peace, joy, light, love, happiness. Challenges are welcomed and embraced in a new way when this well of well-being is unwavering, full of peace and joy. Outer circumstances are waves on the surface of the water, and this unshakable part of the self can keep centered and aligned no matter what. Root down into the crystalline DNA structures, your original blueprint. Remember your star seeds, the powers, the gifts, the blessings, the talent, the extrasensory abilities that you have been born with to navigate this world, all perfectly oriented and orchestrated on your behalf before you were even born, to assist and help you navigate these sometimes turbulent waters. Drop beneath the surface and listen deeply. There will always be waves. There will always be storms, ups and downs and all arounds, and that's okay. Don't just wait for a calm day to be happy. See the beauty in it all. There's a necessity and a rearranging, rebalancing of it all. Zoom out and use the expanded mind, the higher vision, to see the greater meaning and capacity of your soul to navigate. Enjoy the journey of becoming a powerful, deliberate creator, living at the leading edge, coming back to source self, wholeness. You are meant to be a blended being. Increase your capacity to hold the higher octave. This charged potentiality becomes actuality when more life force is allowed to flow through. Every illness, disease, injury, imbalance is a pinching off of the healing energies, the activations and upgrades. We're constantly being flooded with all the power, purpose, passion, power, play that we need. The energies are swimming all around in the quantum field. Infinite resources are at our fingertips. The mind has stories of limitation and lack that we are here to overcome by remembering who we truly are. And excitement and exhilaration come over the being. The body temple awakens and dances with aliveness in this awareness. The vigor and fierceness, fierce compassion and vitality of the being comes back online with this simple remembrance. The deeper knowing of who you are returns to its highest state of optimal radiant health. On all levels, mental, emotional, psychospiritual, physical, sexual, astral, ethereal, causal, and beyond. All parts of the selves are reclaimed and brought back home to the heart, the PowerPoint center space of the original soul matrix. Let's just take a few minutes to bathe and bask in the beauty and magnificence of our being. Glorious in nature, brilliant beyond belief. And in this moment now, every single being who is available will receive this quantum healing and upgrade and activation on all levels of realization of one's true self. Remembering the magnificence and glory of your being, full of life, power, choice, presence. Giving your full attention and intention to the truth and knowing of who you are, beyond form. Any parts or pieces that have been holding or stuck or need more healing are receiving a gigantic wave of new vitality. We're balancing the hormones, digestion, endocrine system, all the functions and glands. The organs come back online, sloughing off and releasing the holding, detoxing, revitalizing the systems, rejuvenating the energy centers, tuning the brain function, opening up new neural pathways, turning on the full capacity of the brain's proclivity to hold these new states of consciousness. The skeletal system, the bones, connective tissue, they're all being healed and revealed in the light of our consciousness, pulsing through freely and smoothly. The column of light that surrounds the spine expands to the full width of the body. Liquid, electric, rainbow plasma rays fill the body temple, swirling and dancing around all the cells down to the smallest subatomic levels. The lightness and radiance of your being comes back online. Feeling expanded, uplifted. There's a soft glow and a sense of levity. That comes over the form, asking for an upgrade, up-levelment on all layers, templates, and systems that are ready to operate at the highest octave appropriate for this timeline. Everything is given. All that you need is available in the quantum field at the leading edge. Future presence. All that you are becoming blended with master level soul self. Embrace the humanness, the conditioning, the patterns, the habits, the behaviors, all being bathed in the awareness and an intention to transform, transmute. The contrast inspires the change. Giving our attention to the transformative qualities, the alchemy and radiance of our conscious, unified light, dissolving and dismantling smoothly and evenly through the warm glow of our love. Allowing the golden nectar to shower down, cleansing, clearing, naturally purifying, renewing on all levels, smoothly and easily. Feeling refreshed and rejuvenated in the meditation process. Five more deep breaths into the space. Letting there be a wave of love and gratitude and relief that washes over the entire being as we accept and receive these gifts. Making more room and space for the new. We celebrate the gifts of transformation. The transmission is fully received as we open up to the greater capacity, more receptor sites, allowing in, letting it in. When we let go with every exhalation, being willing to put down the stories, the hardships, the lack, limitations. See the world anew. This is where peace of mind comes from, this deep well of knowing. That we have everything we need to navigate our current life circumstances just as they are. Just the way it is perfect. And unfolding, becoming more. Breathe into that space. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me in this Source Speaks transmission. Your attention, intention, and awareness with pure presence in this space is a tremendous gift. The quantum healing is for you and all beings everywhere. Namaste.